to jump right off that. Good morning. I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready to rock, ready to rumble. It is your favorite host, Mr. Brendan Armstrong, Indigo B. Call me whatever the hell you want to call me. It doesn't matter. I'm here to jump into the betting, sports, football. Bam, bam, bam. You name it, I got it right here on Pints and Parlays. And it is now going into week 7, was week 6 of the NFL. I skipped 1 week, had some boys come in out of town. Bit of a bender, couple birthdays, so definitely was off my grind for a little bit. Not happy, not proud of myself, but it is what it is. We move on, and we get better. All right, so let's see here. Why would I waste any more time? I don't even have my watch on today. I'm done wasting time. It's time to rumble. So, last week, week 6, I don't even know what to say. Good, bad, great, terrible, fucking tumbleweed of emotions. I hate tumbleweeds. Boom. All right. Ka-chow. Buccaneers and Eagles, Thursday night's game. I'm recapping first. You know how it goes. Buccaneers and Eagles, Thursday night's game. Called the Bucs winning it. They did. Okay, cool, la-di-da, we move on. Eagles almost came back, but wasn't enough. I called 11 of 14 games right this week. Not bad. I'm on a roll. But Jaguars beat the Dolphins in London. I knew that. I had a gut feeling that was going to happen. Vikings beat the Panthers barely in overtime. And the Jaguars beat the Dolphins barely. So many close games this year in the NFL. Someone please explain that to me, because something's sketch this year. The refs are sketch, by the way. I don't like the refs. I want the refs to all get drug tested, because they're fucking sketch. I don't like it. They just throw flags. They have nothing to throw for. They gather up together. They're like, yo, you see something? You see something? Nah, I didn't see shit. All right, the penalty is no longer on the field. What the fuck is that? Then why are you throwing a flag? You Stevie Wonder pieces of shit. All right, I'm back in. Rams and Giants. Wait, I skipped a game. Ravens, Chargers. Ravens absolutely blew out the Chargers. They took a dookie on the Chargers. I don't know what happened to the Chargers. I don't know where they were, where Dusty Herbert was at, where Austin Eckler was at. I don't know what they were doing. Fat man Jared Cook is the only guy who scored a touchdown for the Chargers, tight end. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I had a feeling that was going to happen. Called that. Ravens beat the Chargers by a lot. Not pretty. No bonita. So, Rams, Giants. Rams whomped on the Giants. Goodbye, New York. Y'all suck. Y'all suck. You suck. Texans and Colts. Whew. Colts blew out the Texans. I haven't seen the Colts play as good all season. Carson Wentz throwing bombs, making big old passes. I mean, not bad at all. Called all these so far. I was on a roll. Chiefs beat Washington. The Chiefs look they just look a little scrimpy. I'm not going to lie. They look a little scrimpy. Someone needs to do something about that. Now, Packers and Bears. Aaron Rodgers, discount, double check, went in there. Ran for a touchdown. Told the Bears fans, I still own you. Somebody's got to knock that guy off his high horse. Because if the Packers win the Super Bowl this year, I am never watching football again. Mark my words. Not a fan of Aaron Rodgers. He's a cocky guy, but he's got talent. What can I say? Still 100% on my calls here. Bengals and Lions. I'm done having faith in the Lions. I thought the Lions could do it. They got destroyed by the Bengals. I should have known. Stupid pick on my part. Cardinals and Browns. Everybody doubted the Cardinals. Where are you at now, bud? Because the Cardinals, we are 6-0. Last week it was 5. Here we are 6. All right? 6-0, people. And yet still some people are not putting us number 1 on the power rankings. They are smoking reefer because we are the only undefeated team in the NFL again. And we're the best. We're the best. We destroyed the Browns. We looked a little weird because we had our backups in and we didn't have Cliff Kingsbury, the head coach. He had COVID. Well, we were missing Chandler Jones, one of our biggest defensive rushers. Definitely missing a few players, but you know what? We went out and we kicked ass. So, Baker, I love your little commercials you're doing, but you need to focus more on the field, buddy, because that wasn't it, let me tell you. Poor Baker got hurt. Kareem Hunt got hurt. Nick Chubb was hurt. Not a good game. Odell got hurt. So the 4-star players on the Browns are all hurt. Myles Garrett's good too, but not a good sign for you Browns fans. I don't know. Maybe one year y'all will get better jerseys too. I don't know. They look a little dusty. Cowboys and Patriots. Cowboys won that game barely. I was shitting bricks. That was a very scary game, but the Cowboys came out and pulled it. Thank Lord they pulled it, because I'll get to that later. I bet on them. They scared me. The Raiders and Broncos, I've ran with the Raiders every single week, so I was like, you know what? And they kept screwing me, so I was like, you know what? Moving on. They just got their head coach fired, la-di-da. Moving on. I'm just going to go with the Broncos in this game, and that's what's going to happen. It's not what happened, okay? It is not what happened at all. Let me speak about this because it was tough. The Broncos came out and whomped on the Raiders, okay? Whomped on them. I don't know what I was thinking. I need to follow my gut. Derek Carr, you need to make up your mind. Are you going to play good or are you going to play bad? We need to know. The people need to know. Because this is not it. This flip-flop, snip-snap thing you're doing. It's not it, Derek. It's not it. Moving on. So the Broncos won. I got that pick wrong. Right now, I was 11 for 13. Seahawks and Steelers. Steelers pull it. Big old Ben goes out there. Buddy has terrible footwork. He can't really move much. I really noticed how much the guy can't move this game. He's very slow. But you know what? He went out there. They got the job done. Poor Geno Smith almost had the game. Seahawks could have won it. Geno Smith fumbled. TJ Watt, sack. Boom. Fumble. Bam. Game over. Seahawks crying. A lot of injuries, too. Bad injury that game. It was a real bummer. A guy got really hurt that game. Bills-Titans. Monday night. You know, we go in. I'm excited. I called the Bills winning it. Titans are super back and forth on their talent this year. You never know what they're going to do. Go in the game. Great game. Bills come out good. Derrick Henry on the Titans opens up the game by running like an 80-yard touchdown. So I'm like, oh, nice. Well, that's a blowout. Psych! Bills come back in. Josh Allen. Stephon Diggs. Bam, 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 bam. Everybody's getting reps. Everyone's balling. Cole Beasley catches a few. They had it. They really did have it. Game goes on. It's fourth quarter. Bills are down by 3 with like 40 seconds left. They get down to the 20. They're down to the 10. They're down to the 1. They're down to the 1-yard line. 4th and 1. Everyone has seen it. Josh Allen, instead of kicking the field goal, tying the game, and going to OT where they most likely would have won, they go for it. But how do they go for it? Josh Allen decides to do a QB sneak straight up the middle, right? Their left guard, I don't know all the terminology perfect, but the left guard is a backup behind the Pro Bowler. Don't know his name, but they have an injured left guard. And he goes right behind him. And he lets the guy through. Josh Allen slips. Wham. Turnover on the 1. They could have scored or kicked a field goal, anything, and they turn the ball over and lose the game. And this is the game that completely screwed my betting this week. And I will get into that right now. Moving on to the bet. So overall, great week of football. It's getting spicy. Couple buys this week. Saints had a bye. 49ers had a bye. Jets had a bye. And the Falcons had a bye. So not really the star teams there. So good teams to have buys for. But moving on to the bets. Good week of football. Cardinals are still 6-0. Oh, yeah, I can't forget this. Arizona State lost against Utah. Very important game. We were 18th in the country. ASU loses. They had it. They were up by a lot. I'm watching on my phone, 28. We're at like 21-0, la-di-da. They lose the game. So not great for ASU there. Phoenix Mercury, the women's basketball, is in the championship, loses. I don't know what it is with Arizona sports, but they always do so good, and then right when it counts, they blow it. The Suns, the Mercury, ASU. What are we doing, people? They need to put something different in the Gatorade because something is going on. We need to break the curse. The Cardinals are going to be the team to do it this year, I believe. ASU can still come back and have a good season. It's that was a midway season game that they lost, so it's a pretty important game. But they can still do it. Cardinals are going to be a team to break that cycle this year, I hope. Fingers crossed. Please. All right, moving on to the betting. All right, so diving into the betting, I thought to lead it off, this was potentially going to be the best betting week that I have ever had. And everything built up to the brim. I was at the point where I was like, you know what? I got it. This is going to go. And everything fell down right in front of me. Collapsed. Bam. Straight down. Okay? To lead it off, I built a 7-pick parlay in the NFL this week. Bucks, Jags, Rams, Packers, Chiefs, Cowboys, and Bills all winning on the money line, which is all they had to do was win the game. All right. I got 6 of the games correct all Sunday. Go in. I'm about to make $400. All I have is the Bills playing the Titans. I'm like, you know what? Cool. I believe in the Bills. They blew it. They blew it. They blew it. All on that 4th and 1 thing, they blew it. I hate the Bills. So, lost out on $400 because the Bills had a terrible play call. Parlays that I chose throughout other games, I just had multiple touchdown scores, sacks. Tom Brady, one touchdown pass in third quarter. That didn't happen. I thought he could throw one. He didn't. Just parlays, built parlays. I lost a lot of them because I was so confident I was going to win this $400. So I threw out some more parlays. I was like, you know what? If I lose the parlays but win my $400, it'll cover it and give me so much more. So I was just running with it, right? Running parlays back and forth, 4-pick parlays, 6 picks, and everything came crashing down. So not my best week. It could have been my best week, not my best week. Very sad week in terms of betting. That 7-pick parlay was so close until the Bills blew it. That's so tough. I had Tyler Lockett to score and the Seahawks to win. That didn't happen. I had Amari Cooper 50-plus receiving yards. Ezekiel Elliott over 104 rushing yards. Didn't get that. Cardinals, Broncos, and Cowboys all to win. Did not get that. It was just tough. Very tough. The Broncos blew it there. I did win the Cardinals money line against the Browns. They were not favored to win, so I ran with them. They made me some money, so thank God for the Cardinals. Arizona State to win and both teams to score more than 10 points. Arizona State blew it. Arizona State to win and over 50 points scored. Arizona State blew it. More than 50 points were scored. So really just so close on everything. But it just wasn't there. In terms of betting, I learned a lot of things this week. One, no game that you think is a gimme is ever a gimme. Those are the ones that you will lose the most, like the Titans and the Jets when the Jets beat the Titans. So in betting, you have to be aware of these things. And for parlay picks, maybe have like two touchdown scores that you're really confident in. Pick a team to win and maybe like a sack and an interception or something, but don't overbuild them because you build them heavy. You put a whole bunch of stuff that could happen in for a bigger payout, but that's stupid because to try to pick 6 different like possibilities of happening is extremely low chance. So the advice I have is do simple stuff. Like when it comes to parlays, you're choosing like 4 things to happen on one bet. Do smaller things, maybe 3, and then a bigger bet. And when it comes to picking like 8 games in a row for it to happen, do small bets, big builds, like big amounts of games. All right, and then you have a way better chance. But I blew a lot of money away this weekend because I'm still up in a profit, but I blew a lot of money because I was so confident that I was going to win my 7-game parlay, and it didn't happen. So I was 6 out of 7 down to the brim. So, and it almost happened by like 1 yard. That's tough. So I had to sleep on that. I was up all night. Like, are you kidding me? That's really tough right there. So, but I learned something. Don't ever think you're going to win, and don't blow your money just because you have money coming. Or you think you do, because you fucking don't. So this week in betting, I'm definitely going to be a little smarter and make some better decisions 100%. That's pretty much a sum up of the betting this week. So I'm going to dive straight into the games for next week, week 7, make my picks, and throw out my bets. Better bets this time, smart bets. I'm going to make some money this week. I know it. I can feel it. It's going to happen. Bam. All right. Time to dive into the games. Money to be made this week, people. Money to be made. All right, I'm going to pull up all the games for this week, and then I'm going to make my picks, and I'm going to win this week. I feel very confident. So, and it is a tough week in the NFL this week. A lot of hard games to call. So right now, first game, Thursday, October 21st. Today is the 19th, Tuesday. So I'm ahead of the game this week. Thursday, October 21st, first game of the week is Broncos and Bills. Broncos and Browns. Too many B's. Broncos and Browns. I think Baker Mayfield's hurt. He dislocated his shoulder. He wants to play. A lot of their teammates are down. I'm going to go ahead and run. It really does depend on if Baker plays or not. That's a huge factor here. And if Nick Chubb or Kareem Hunt are playing. I might change my pick later on that because I have no idea what that's looking like. But just to start it off, I'm going to run with the Broncos. Assuming all those players are hurt for the Browns, I'm running with the Broncos. I don't like that feel. My gut tells me the Browns, but right now, considering the way things are, I'm going with the Broncos. Game 2, Sunday. Moving into Sunday, Chiefs-Titans. I don't even know who to pick anymore. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Titans. God, this is a tough week. Washington and Packers. I'm going to go with Packers. Washington football team is not bad, by the way. Heineke is not a bad quarterback. As much as I have said he is, he's honestly not too bad. I'm going to run with the Packers there. Bengals and Ravens. I'm going to go with the Ravens. They've been killing it. So have the Bengals, but I'm going with the Ravens. Panthers and Giants. Panthers all the way. Falcons and Dolphins. I'm going to run with the Dolphins. I think they can pull that. Jets, Patriots. Patriots got it. Eagles, Raiders. God, that's a hard game. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Eagles there. I believe the Eagles can pull that game if they can pull their head out of their ass. Lions and Rams. Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford going at it. They both switched teams, so these teams are now playing each other. Matthew Stafford was on the Lions. Jared Goff was on the Rams. So it's a little bit of a rivalry here. They want to go head-to-head and showdown. Sunday afternoon showdown. I am going to go with the Rams. Matthew Stafford is going to tear them apart because the Detroit Lions screwed Matthew Stafford over for way too long, and he is pissed, people. He's raging. So he's going to destroy the Lions. Bears, Buccaneers. Texans, Cardinals. Cardinals, I always run with my boys. Colts, 49ers. Colts. I think the Colts are kind of heating up, honestly. I think they could win that game. 49ers ain't too bad, though. May change that one. Saints and Seahawks. Seahawks have Geno Smith. I'm going to run with the Saints. I think the Saints can do that. Coming off a bye week, a lot of rest, a lot of training. They're going to pull that shit, and that is the Monday night game. So those are my picks for the week. Ran through that pretty quick, but it is what it is, and no need to waste time, It's time to roll. So, in terms of betting for this week, honestly, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do another 7-game parlay. I'm going to pick 6 or 7 teams to win. I usually do what I think are easy games, but clearly that is not a thing anymore. So I'm going to pick the Panthers to beat the Giants, the Dolphins to beat the Falcons, the Patriots to beat the Jets, the Eagles to beat the Raiders, maybe even the Raiders beat the Eagles. I don't know. That is a game day decision for me. The Bucks to beat the Bears. The Cardinals beat the Texans. Colts to beat the 49ers. So I'm just going to go through and pick like 7 teams that I think are going to win. And those usually have great payouts. So I believe in them, and I really, really can do that. In terms of like the games and parlay picks, when it comes down to, God, the Cowboys aren't even playing this week. Sad news. They're fun to watch. Browns and Broncos, I'm not going to bet on that game in terms of parlays. Maybe a few things, but not really. Chiefs, Titans, I'm going to pick the Chiefs. for Tyreek Hill to get a touchdown, Derrick Henry to score, Titans to win it. That's a 3-pick parlay, maybe a sack and an interception by Ryan Tannehill or a fumble because he's known to do that. And let's see here. Packers, I'll pick Aaron Rodgers to score maybe because Buddy's been running. So I'm going to go ahead and pick. I'm going to pick the Packers to win it. I'm going to pick Devontae Adams to score and Aaron Jones to score. And in terms of the Bengals game, I'm going to pick Ravens to win. Latavius Murray maybe to get a touchdown on the Ravens. The Jamar Chase to score. T. Higgins to score, something like that. Honestly, not a whole lot of stuff here. On the Panthers game, I'll pick the Panthers to win if I do this. DJ Moore to score. God, there's really not a whole lot to play with here. This is tough. Rams game, I'm going to pick Cooper Kupp to score and the Rams to win. Matthew Stafford over 300 passing yards, I would imagine. And Darrell Henderson Jr. maybe to get a touchdown because that seems pretty possible. And as for the Bucs game, I'm going to pick the Bucs to win. Antonio Brown to get a touchdown because he's just been popping off. I have him on my fantasy. Thank you, and AB. You have been killing it. I'll pick Antonio Brown to score, Mike Evans to score, and the Bucs to win. Cardinals game, I will pick A.J. Green to score, Cardinals to win, and probably James Conner. And if I might switch out DeAndre Hopkins and A.J. Green. But really, just a few parlays. I'm going to take it easy this week and just do smart picks because I am not going to do what I did this week. I'm not going to get confident and blow a whole bunch of money on bets that could happen but really aren't that likely because then I'm just going to be down bad. This is a comeback week, so I got to play real smart. I was up and I got a little cocky with it and I blew it. So this week's definitely going to be a lot smarter. Overall, great week. I hope Arizona State wins and they really start fixing things. I know the Cardinals are my team and they are the team. They are the best team in the NFL. In terms of the top 5 teams in the NFL, I think we have the Cardinals. The Bills are still up there. The Packers, if you really want to say. I don't even know if you put the Titans in. Probably not. Probably not the Titans. The Cowboys definitely made their way in there. And the Rams are still top 5 for sure. So it is a crazy season in the NFL, though. Lots of injuries, lots of hard hits, lots of shit talking. It's a roller coaster. So we're all getting VIP tickets and we're riding it. So that's what's happening, all right? I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to start doing these on Tuesdays, hopefully, because it makes more sense. I'm going to come back on next week, go over what I won, go over what I lost. I really hope I'm a happy guy because if I'm not, it's going to be real bad, and I'm going to feel kind of bad about it. I don't want to be that guy. So this is a good week. I'm going to make it a good week. I'm going to win some bets. Cardinals going to win, and that's what's going to happen. Moving on to the end. Let's close it out a little bit faster here, but I got everything on the table, and I'm pretty satisfied with what I said. I moved quick, so I didn't have to contemplate anything too much. So that's it. Go make some money. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. Hang out with your friends. Do something good for yourself. Chase your dreams, and enjoy Sunday. Watch some football. Rage a little bit. Lose your mind. Scream. Yell. Tackle somebody, throw hands. I don't know what you got to do. Just have a great Sunday. And that is it. From me, Mr. B at Pints and Parlays, I'm signing off. Goodbye. Adios. Bon voyage.
Club is all they ever show us, but we don't give a fuck. We gon' rock until we blow up.